So I graduated summa cum laude from Salem State College up in New England. My degree was in psychology and women's studies. And I have 3 older brothers. I have beautiful parents that are still together. So I would never consider myself a victim of domestic violence. I feel I would have left and never participated in anything like that. So it definitely was something for me that when I finally did have to come to grips with that, it took me a long time to really believe that and say, that I was a victim of domestic violence. So when people think of a shelter, myself included, when I was told I was coming here, I again didn't believe it was me. I don't need that. That is something for those people that need that. And then I thought of, all of us in one room, sharing one gigantic room and cots and chaos. And I wanted no part of it. But really the reality of the shelter in Naples and soon to be Immokalee, it is a place of absolute light and safety and peace. The Immokalee shelter is so important because socioeconomically, it's very different than Naples in the fact that, most of these women don't own cars. They can't get transported to a shelter easily. And so they're left in a situation where they feel like they have to stay because they have no means of getting out in a safe way. My boiling point was when I realized that there was a weekend I was left alone at my home, that he had taken the boys away for the weekend, that I truly believed that I was in danger from someone coming to kill me while he was gone. And that reality, while it seemed crazy to me, I actually spoke it out loud to somebody. And they finally said to me, "Are you listening to yourself? This isn't something normal people think about." And so we left, obviously, that weekend so I wouldn't be there. And when I came in and the gate shut behind me, and then a door shut behind me that locked, and then another door shut behind me that locked, the further I got in, the safer I felt for the first time in a long time. I think it's important because of the denial that you have, a lot of women have, that they're in danger. That's the culture we live in, is that the woman has to prove, right, that she's telling the truth and that she is the first to be unbelieved. So men have the ability to say this didn't happen, and women have to prove that this happened. So they have to have scars, and they have to have bruises, and they have to have things happen to them to have this be a real thing. And I think that it's important for me, the fact that that my husband just killed his wife and her daughter and himself, just shows me and gives me some validation and vindication of what happened to me and what I lived through and the fear that I lived with for the last 15 years.